Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learning Math with Shelly. In today's video, I'm gonna cover rest of the questions from higher tier paper 1 November 2023 Pearson Edexcel IGCSE. So we have this question 19 over here, and in this question we have given an arithmetic sequence and the four terms of this sequence is given. So here the four terms are 3, 7, 11 and 15. So in this case, we have given the A, that is the first term, is 3, and here we can also find out the D, that is the common difference between the two consecutive terms, and that is obtained by subtracting the first term from second term or third term from the fourth term and so on. So 7 take away 3, which is equal to 4. Then they said the last term of this sequence is X. Let's say that is the nth term. So if it is the nth term, so we can write nth term as A plus n minus 1 times D. That is the nth term, and we assume that this is the X. Okay, that is the last term and that is the nth term. So here A is 3 plus n minus 1 times D. D is given as 4. So we can say this is 4n minus 4 plus 3. That gives me 4n minus 1. So this is my X actually, as I am considering the nth term is this. We have also given the sum of the terms of this sequence is 7260. And we all know there are two ways of finding out the sum of the terms. Like first way is we have two rules. One is Sn, if there are n terms, it is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d. And another case is when you don't have the sum of all, like this all information n, a and d, but instead you have the first term and the last term. So it is, let's say there are n terms, so it is n by 2 and the first term plus the last term. Now in our case the last term is x, and in terms of n it is 4n minus 1. Now, and this is given as 7260. So n as it is, n by 2, a we know it is 3, and the last term we can represent that also in terms of 4n, like in the form of n. So that is 4n minus 1, and that is equal to 7260. Now if I simplify this whole thing, so I am going to get it n 4n plus 2, and this 2 will be going to the other side in multiplication, so it will be 7260 times by 2. So I got here 4n squared plus 2n is equal to 7260 times by 2. As we can see, 2 is in each of the terms, so we can divide the whole equation by 2. So I got 2n squared plus n, and I am taking this 7260 on the other side. So now this is my equation. This is a quadratic equation, and when solving the quadratic equation, I can get n is equal to, it is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. Now the first thing is, because we know that n is representing the number of terms, so it cannot be negative. So if I substitute the values, minus 1, that is b is minus 1, plus minus square root of b square, which is 1 square, minus 4 times 2 times negative 7260. In the calculator, please write down the values properly, and divide it by 2a, so 2 times 2, which is 4. Now here the most important thing to consider is that when you solve it, this is minus 1 plus minus. So when you solve it for plus, then you can get minus 1 plus, here you will get a value which is like 1 plus 8 times 7260 divided by 4, and another value will be minus 1 minus of 1 plus 8 times 7260 over 4. So this value we will reject because it is going to give me n as a negative value, and the another n which I am going to get here is, it will be something like this. So n is equal to, the only value which I am going to get is from here. Okay, and when you will solve it, you will be getting your n as 239 after solving this part. So n is equal to 239. Now what we need to calculate? Sorry, this will come out as n is equal to 60. Okay, when you will get n equal to 60, now our focus is to calculate x. So x is equal to 4 multiplied by 60 minus 1. So that is equivalent to 240 minus 1, and that is 239. So this will be our answer. Here for n you will get the answer as 60, not 239 for here. Okay, now let's go to our next question. A bag contains only 10-cent coins and 20-cent coins. Joseph takes at random a coin from the bag, records its value and replaces it in a bag. So let's say this is the bag and it has some 10-cent coins. We don't know how many 10-cent coins, and then another are 20-cent coins. He takes a coin out, record its value and then keeps it back. So it is with replacement. He then takes at random the second coin from the bag, record its value, replaces it back. Joseph finds the mean value of the two coins. The probability that the two coins have a mean of 10 cents is 49 over 129. So now see, there are a lot of things to be considered in this question. So first of all, we read the whole question and we got to know that we don't know how many 10-cent coins are there and how many 20-cent coins are there. So what I am gonna do, I assume let x is the number of 10-cent coins and y is the number of 20-cent coins. Now we have given one probability, that is 49 over 121. This is the probability of getting the two coins that have a mean value of 10 cents. Now we have 10-cent coins and 20-cent coins. How we can get the, when we are taking the two coins, let's say I am getting first coin as 10, let's say. Then I am keeping it back after noting down its value. Then I am picking up the another coin. It can be 10 or it can be 20. Let's say it is 20. So in this case, if I find its mean, so it will be 10 plus 20 divided by 2, means average. So that is gonna be 30 divided by 2, and which is 15. So that means it cannot be one 20-cent coin and one 10-cent coin. But if I take the two 10-cent coins and when I find out their mean value, so it will be 10 plus 10 divided by 2, which is 20 divided by 2, and that is 10. And another possibility is if I take 20-cent coins first and another 20-cent coins, and when I add them and divide by 2, I am getting 40 divided by 2, which is 20. So this is not possible. This first is not possible. So that means this probability they are talking about when we are taking away only two coins which are both 10-cent coins. So if I have x coins of 10 cents and y coins of 20 cents. So basically to find out the first coin, what is the probability of getting the 10-cent coin? There are total x 10-cent coins out of x plus y coins. And second should also be same way. So and means multiply. Again it should be x because it is replacement. So no change in the number of coins over x plus y. So here what I got, this is x squared over x plus y the whole squared, and that is 49 over 121, which means x over x plus y, and that is equal to 7 over 11. We cannot take the negative value because it's the number of coins. So from here I got, if I simplify this equation with cross multiplication, I got 11x is equal to 7x plus 7y. And if I further solve it, I got 4x is equal to 7y. Because x and y is the number of coins, so they can be only whole numbers like 1, 2, 3 like that. So this case is possible only if you have 4 times 7 and another side is 7 times 4. So that means x is 7 and y is equal to 4. This is the main point in this question. After this, once I got the number of coins, like there are 7 10-cent coins and 4 20-cent coins. Now the next part starts, and the next part says that work out the probability that the two coins have a mean of 15 cents. And if you remember, 15 cent mean is coming up when we are taking one 10-cent coin and another 20-cent coin. Correct? So now there are two possibilities. You have to take the both ways, like first 10 cent, second 20, or first 20 and second 10. Okay, so I'm saying this possibility or this possibility. So this or probability will be plus first 10-cent coin and second 20 cent. So here is a multiplication, or first 20-cent coins multiply another 10-cent coin. Now find out the probabilities. 10-cent coin probability is what? It is x over x plus y. So x means 7 and x plus y is 7 plus 4, 11 times 4 by 11 plus 20-cent coins probability is 4 out of 11 times x 10-cent coin is 7 out of 11. So this is 28 out of 121 plus 28 out of 121, which will give me 56 over 121, and we cannot further simplify. So this is my answer. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, now this is the question number 21. In this question, we have given a triangular prism. So this is a triangle here, and this is a triangle, and this is a prism's length. So we have given some information, lengths are given, and work out the volume of triangular prism. Now we know that the prism's volume is obtained by the area of cross section, like here triangular area, so area of triangle times by the length. When I say length, it can be considered as AE, or you can say CD or BE. Now first thing is I need to know what is the area of this triangle. So I am going to construct this triangle over here, and it is given that at E there is an angle of 90 degree. Here is F. This angle is 30 degrees. This value is 28 centimeters. And this point is D. So to find the area, I need to know these two lengths. So EF over 28. So I am doing opposite over hypotenuse, that is sine 30 degrees. So this will give me EF is equal to 28 times sine 30, which is a half. So this is 14 centimeters. So I can say EF is 14 centimeters. Then second part is I have to calculate DE. So DE over 28, that is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, that is cos of 30 degrees. So this will give me DE is equal to 28 times cos 30, which is root 3 by 2. And when you will simplify, this is 14 root 3 centimeters. Now I have to find out this height. If you see, this angle is given here as 90 degree already. If you see here, so that means it is a right angle triangle. And when this angle is given as right angle here at E, this is A and this is D, we need to find out AE. No, we need to, sorry, this is not, this is D and this is F. So we need to find out AF, and this is given as 53 and DF is given as 28. This is very important to understand. Here it was already given a 90 degree, so that means this is a right angled triangle. So in order to find out AF, I can apply the Pythagoras theorem. AF square is equal to 53 square, that is the hypotenuse square, minus the other side square. And if I need to find out AF, that is 53 squared minus 28 squared and square root. This is 53. When you will simplify this, you will be getting it as 45 centimeters. Now to find the volume of prism is super easy. It is area of the triangle. Area of triangle is half of the two sides. One is 14 centimeter base times height. Another is 14 root 3 and times by the length of the prism, which is 45, and then you can simplify this whole value. So it is gonna be 7638.2 ... So we have to give the answer as a whole number. So it's approximately equal to 7638 centimeter cubed because it is the volume. Let's go to our next question. Our next question is, it's given in this question 1 centimeter is 1 unit on x-axis and 1 centimeter 1 unit on y-axis. P is a point with the center 0, 0. L is a line, this is a tangent to the circle. And the coordinates of P are 8, -10. Okay. The line L is a tangent to the circle at point P. So first we draw one diagram. Let's say these are the x and y axis. Here when you take 1 unit, it is 1 centimeter. 0, 0 is the center of the circle. And the circle is passing through a point 8, -10. Let's say that point is somewhere here. 8, -10. So circle is passing through this point and the center is at 0, 0. At the same point, this P, there is a tangent drawn to the circle. And when this tangent is extended, it is touching the y-axis and the x-axis at two different points. At x-axis, it is touching at point Q, and at y-axis, it is touching at point R. We need to find out how much is RQ. Because R and Q, these are the points, and these points will be, let's say, x1, y1 and x2, y2. So we can apply the distance formula to find out the distance. Now the question is how to find out these points. Most important thing here is the points are on the line, this tangent line. So if I know the equation of this line, that can help me to find out these points, because these are special points. These are the points on the x-axis and y-axis. Now the thing is how to find the equation of this line, because to find the equation of a line, I need the gradient and I need 1 point. Definitely I know 1 point, but I don't know the gradient. But there is a way to find the gradient, because it is said that this is a tangent line. So if it is a tangent line, that means if I join this line, that is the radius of the circle, there will be an angle of 90 degree. So if I find the gradient of OP, gradient of line OP, it will be -10 minus 0 over 8 minus 0, that is -5 over 4. So I can find the gradient of line L, this is line L, and that will be equal to 4 over 5, because line L is perpendicular to this line OP, and the gradients are negative reciprocal of each other. So now the equation of line will be y is equal to 4 by 5x plus c. Now the equation is, this line is passing through 8, -10. So we will substitute this point. This is 4 and here is 8 plus c. So we got -10 is equal to 32 over 5 plus c. So that is equivalent to, when you will solve it, -50 is equal to 32 plus c, 5c. So we got here is 5c is equal to -82 and c is equal to -82 by 5. So from here I am going to get the equation of line as y is equal to 4/5 x minus 82 by 5. Now because I know the line, and they said now we have to find out RQ. So to find out RQ is very easy, because R is a point on the y-axis. If it is a point on the y-axis, so x will be 0. So for this line, if I substitute x equal to 0, so y will be equal to -82 by 5. So I can say the coordinates of R is 0, -82 by 5. And if you see, this point is below x-axis, so that is -y. And for Q, y will be 0 because it is a point on the x-axis. So if y is 0, so 4/5 of x minus 82 by 5, that will be 0, and we will get 4x is equal to 82, because 5 will be gone. On the other side it will be multiplied and it will become 0. So x is equal to 82 divided by 4. So the coordinates of Q will become 82 by 4, or you can write it like decimals we can't, so 82 by 4, or you can write it like 41 by 2 comma 0. Now you know these points, we can easily find out the distance of the this point R and Q. How? One point is 0 and negative 82 by 5, another is 41 over 2 comma 0. So it is 41 over 2 minus 0, that is x1 minus x2 square, which is like, this is let's say x1 y1 and this is let's say x2 y2. So this square plus 0 minus 82, so it is plus 82 by 5 the whole square and square root. And when you will simplify this whole thing, you will be getting your answer is as 26.3 units. You have to answer in the 3 significant figures. It will come out as 26.3 units. Thank you. This is all for this lesson, like these questions. So we solved like 19, 20, 21 and 22 questions. In my next video, I will be solving rest 2 or 3 questions. I think there are 2 more questions. Thank you.